So Alolan Raichu has arrived to Pokemon Unite as a ranged attacker, and I would have expected a speedster. However, Alolan Raichu has got a lot of mobility that makes him feel like one. He also has like good offense stat, and he's got some good scoring potential as well. I'm going to be running with the Choice Specs, Drive Lens, and Slick Spood held items, and for a generic held item I would use for him would probably be X Speed. I'm going to show in the practice area how all of his moves work and how all of his abilities and all function. So let's get over to it. We can select the Hollow-Air too, just to see how that looks like. But yeah, he is a very unique Pokemon in a sense that he actually evolves from Pikachu, not straight to Alolan Raichu. So you have to play as Pikachu for the first 5 levels. He evolves at level 5, which is quite an early evolution for Alolan Raichu. But you start off with Thunder Shock and Thunder Wave, which is very, very typical of how you would start normally. So you can go in a jungle with him. I think jungle would be ideal for Alolan Raichu. We're going to go to the practice options here and level him up to the first level. So he evolves at level 5, as we've mentioned. And his first move choice that you get is Stored Power and Electro Ball. We're gonna go and check Stored Power out. Stored Power gets you, it's something similar to Sylveon's Stored Power, but you get like a ring of like stars that are around him. So when you start attacking, you also get like a speed boost. His ability is Surge Surfer. So when the user discharges a weak jolt of electricity in the designated direction, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon and leaving them paralyzed for a short bit. So when he gets this 4 bars below my health bar, he does a little attack and a dash on any direction. So you want to be using a lot of his basic attacks as well. But with Stored Power, you can make that a lot easier. So you can use his basic attack very fast, very quickly. And you're typically at level 5 are doing about like 500 damage a second with Stored Power, which is actually really good. Now, not all of my items are fully leveled up. But we're going to go ahead and level to level 7. So you have a choice of Thunderbolt and Psychic, which both of them are quite good. Thunderbolt is a bit more ranged. You can combo that with Raichu quite well when you are trying to get more mobility. So you can have Stored Power and then Thunderbolt just to have like a double dash, in a sense, which makes his mobility a lot faster. And at level 7, you're doing roughly about 1,000 damage per second. So you can melt quite easily. And I would recommend you using Stored Power because it has a lot, it has aimbot, obviously. But it also makes it very easy to deal some good damage. So I'm using the Drive Lens because as you get some kills and as you get some assists, your cooldown reduces, and with Stored Power being such a low cooldown move as well, at 4 seconds, you could get a Stored Power like every 2 seconds if you max out the Drive Lens. So that's what I would recommend. Moving on. Okay, so if we reset our level here and try to use his other moves, so if we get him back to level 9, let's pick Electro Ball and Psychic. So Electro Ball is a little area of effect as well. He can choose a wide range for his Electro Ball. It's not like Pikachu's Electro Ball, but it does quite a bit of damage, and there's like a stun effect as well with it. So I wouldn't typically use this because it has a lot of you can miss with it a lot. But when you land the Electro Ball, there's like a little area effect that it does, and it does a bit of damage, but I feel like it's too slow and it won't really help out. Now Psychic over here does a bit of effect as well. It stuns them for a little second, and it's quite quick in my eyes. But when you're trying to like attack really quickly, you're typically not wanting to, you know, aim and then attack. I think with Thunderbolt, it makes it a lot easier to do like these fast attacks. Obviously, there's no move cooldown here. That's why I'm moving so fast. If we level up to level 9, this is when he gets his ult. Now, his ult is a radial ult. So you can hover over and you'll see a massive star here. This star deals area damage, and anyone caught in the star takes further damage as well. So it's like a little shock as well. So if we turn off move cooldowns, just so we can see the ult again, I'm going to test on these Swablues. So as you can see, if we get 3 Pokemon in the area effect, they all take damage, and all the electricity is linked to that damage. So it does a lot of damage, paired with Sword Power, paired with Thunderbolt. It's a really good cleanup move. It applies a slowing effect as well onto the area, so the Bunnelby will be miles slower as well. But yeah, we're gonna go into a game and just see how he performs. So we're in a game now, in a casual game on the Thea Sky Ruins, and Alolan Raichu is actually a top laner. But as I said before, you can play him in the jungle because of his low level up requirement at level 5. And typically in a jungle, you get to level 5 at fully evolved, which is actually pretty good. But since Pikachu is also normally a top lane, they probably thought, okay, let's make him a top laner. But we're killing these little Bunnelbees, and we gotta kill the Baltor here so none of the other team can get these levels. We're not playing a stack build, so we can be a bit more preserved in how we play. I'm running a potion at the moment, but X speed is probably your best shout with Alolan Raichu. But you could probably use eject button as well. Maybe have more movement as well. You really want to be using a lot of movement-based items with Alolan Raichu. Even an X attack and get an additional damage boost would ideally just help a lot as well. So we're almost at level 5, so we've almost got Alolan Raichu. Swablues are here, and we are super close. Okay, they're trying to go for it as well. But we're doing some good damage. I feel like I can fight this with our damage. So let's see. Can I kill this Swablu? Because that would honestly help me. Okay, we're gonna use stored power. And we have Raichu now, so we should be doing a lot more damage. So now it just feels like I'm gonna bully them. Okay, the stun is not great. Okay, never mind. I don't know where my Charmander's going. He could have helped me there. I guess I got a bit too overboard with that, but the stuns also mean you probably, if a movement-based character is used, you typically also want like the full heal item. Anything that like helps generally like that can be really good for Raichu. But we got 2 assists there, so our drive lens is boosted up a bit. And we're almost at level 7 for our second move. I'm probably gonna go Thunderbolt and just see how things are. They're down 4 bots, so this is a free jungle here for us to get whilst we try to help bot. So yeah, his little Thunder Shock also does like area effect damage as well. So if they have a chain together effect. So if they're close to each other, it will do damage to the other person as well. This Ivysaur is really annoying. We melted him quite easily. Wow, we really get to keep our distance with Raichu here with the moves. But he is frail. But his damage output is really good. But yeah, he would thrive really well in a jungle. I'm gonna actually go. Do they need my help? Yeah, we've got the Eleki, so I'm gonna go down bot, try to get the Reggie's rock just to see how we do. But I'm just gonna use my stored power and just drive over there. Okay, so a little Thunderbolt action has a little charged effect, but it does come out quickly enough to where it's like really good. So we can pretty much solo the Reggie. Okay, we get healed, but we can typically solo the Reggie quite easily. It does pretty good damage, as you can see here, and we really get the benefits of Raichu. There's Mr. Mimes here. Wait. Okay. Oh my god, that did so much damage. That is actually incredible. Okay. Let's get a score here. You could probably play stack Raichu as well. Maybe the special attack specs with the stack build could also be really good. But we got our ult now, so I'm gonna move up top and just see how things are rolling there. They're destroying it, so I wanna ult here, and that clears them out quite easily. Quite easily. Okay, so we're max on the drive lens. We can score about 40 here. There we go. Oh, the Venusaur's ulting me. Oh, okay. This Venusaur has been on me the entire time. Yeah, but as you can see, Alolan Raichu is super strong. He can really melt a lot of characters. Especially with his movement, he gets to take a lot of space as well, dynamically. But he's still frail, and you know, maybe having better like special defense, maybe a focus band could really help Raichu, especially because he already has such good special attack. I'm running a green and black build on Raichu, so we can get some more reductions in move cooldown. So his stored power resets quicker, so does his Thunderbolt. We got more middle jungle here to take. But I think Raichu is really good at these team fights with his ult. Let's see. Let's ult here. Oh, the CC stuns. Uh-oh. Okay, we go ahead and kill the Garchomp here, and we kill the Mime as well. The Crustle's scoring 40. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. Oh, the Crustle is ouch. Yeah, getting trapped by Crustle there. That's rough. And typical counters for Raichu should probably be Umbreon Mean Look. Because you aren't surviving an Umbreon Mean Look, and if there are teams there, yeah, it's typically over for you if you even try to fight an Umbreon. So best case is to avoid Umbreon as best as you can in if he gets picked. We're chasing down the Crustle. We got enough momentum there to be able to do that. Venusaur here. We're already level 14 before Ray, so that's pretty good. We don't have our ult yet, but we can charge it up pretty quickly in one team fight. So Garchomp's ulting me. Okay. We can clean up. We can clean up this Garchomp. Nice. We got that. Alright, we killed the Garchomp. We still got our ult. We got our shields. And yeah, this is Raichu, chat. Raichu does a lot. Okay, Venusaur, stop it. Stop it right now. He broke my shield, but we can get a 50 off here because 3 of them... Okay, never mind. Never mind.
What a goal!
I guess we can try to score 50 now. This Gengar really stopped me there. Alright.
What a goal!
We got our 50 off. Let's see if we can help our team in any bit. Okay. Oh my god, when their team's chasing me like that, I cannot do anything. And we're out for like 30 seconds. Oh my god, okay. What is our Greninja doing? Garchomp's just chilling at our base. Very interesting plays. He doesn't even have his shields, he's just dropping 50. Cramorant, what you're letting them score bot like that? We're letting them score bot like that. That's actually insane. I mean, Greninja got his 100 off, which probably means we won. Probably. Venusaur's out here trying to score 50. That's not good. And he gets it off as well. If we lose this somehow, I will be shocked. No pun intended.
2, 1.
But I feel like we did win. I feel like we did win. Alright, time to see if we've won. Come on. I think we have. Yeah, we scored a lot there. And MVP Alolan Raichu, that'll be it for 115k damage game. Yeah, that'll be it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.